I'd like to introduce my co-host for the conference as well, Dr. Tim Alford. And Tim, I won't make you speak, but Dr. Alford has been in workforce development and technical education for decades. As a matter of fact, I had to talk him out of retirement, I guess 6 or 8 or 12 months ago. But this man is a wealth of information, and so if you haven't had a chance to meet and get to know him, you will certainly enjoy that. I guess as you know, this is certainly the first time that we have been honored to host this particular conference, and again, very, very grateful for that opportunity. I'm going to do something now that I always regret doing because invariably I miss someone, but as you might expect, I didn't have a whole lot to do with what's actually happening here. I have got a great support staff that have worked tirelessly to pull this conference off, and I'm very, very grateful to them. And what I'd like to do is I want to call their name out. And as I said, invariably you miss someone when you do this, but I think it's important to do this. And I know a few of these individuals are not here because our legislature is in session right now, and so some of them are doing double duty between here and Montgomery. But those that are here, I would like, if you would, just wave your hand when I call your name. Annette Funderburk, I don't think Annette is here. Jean Dudley, I know Jean Dudley is here. Linda Bryan, Linda's back there. Ginger Smith, I know Ginger is not here. She is recovering from an event. Sharon Ingram, Sharon is there. Tara Brown. Trish Jones, I don't believe Trish is here either. Rebecca Amasik, Rebecca. Donna Boutwell, Donna, very good. Janet Martin, don't believe Janet is here. Cammie Hewitt, Cammie is here. Again, my thanks to each of you. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah, they just have done an incredible job to pull all this off. I'd also like to thank the presidents of Bishop State Community College and Faulkner State Community College. They have graciously provided the transportation for the tours that all of us will go on a bit later in the conference. They have also loaned us their student ambassadors, and I think you've seen some of those ambassadors around. Just fabulous women and men, and if you've not had a chance to meet them, you'll enjoy that. But Dr. Reginald Sykes, Reggie, are you here someplace? Dr. Sykes is president of Bishop State. Dr. Gary Branch, I don't think I saw Gary either. He's president of Faulkner State. I certainly wanted to recognize them. I'd also like to recognize Patty Houston. Patty, are you here someplace? I thought I saw you earlier, Faulkner State. Sarah Godwin. Sarah, are you here? Also from Faulkner State. Henrietta Heaton. I know I saw her a minute ago and spoke with her as well. And I would like also, if you're a president or in any way a part of the Alabama Community College system, would you raise your hand for just a moment so they can recognize you? These individuals are here to welcome and make your stay here more comfortable. So please, if you've not had an opportunity to meet each other, I would certainly encourage you to do so. I would also like to thank Sandra Krebsbach. She has been incredible to work with. Sandra, where are you? I know I saw you a moment ago. And also, I met Paul Young just a moment ago. You know him probably better than I do. Both of these individuals have helped as we've led up to this particular conference. One other individual that I'd like to recognize briefly, and I kid him because it seems like every time I turn around, he's sneaking up behind me. But George Clark. George, where are you? Are you still? Yeah, I know. Yes. George is the CEO of Manufacture Alabama. He has been extremely supportive of me and the Alabama Community College system. And again, I can't thank you enough, George, for all that you've done, and thank you for your attendance here today. I think this further demonstrates your commitment to what we're trying to do here when it comes to technical education. So thank you. Thank you. Well, Alabama is blessed with a stunning coastline, and I'm sorry it's so windy that it's been difficult to get out on the beach. I hope you've had a chance to take a peek. But we're also blessed with mountain vistas if you travel to northern Alabama. So we really feel like we've got the best of both worlds. But we are also, selfishly, blessed with a very good community college system that prepares students to do the kinds of things that we're talking about here today. And in this part of the state, aerospace, manufacturing, maritime, healthcare, and construction industries are of particular interest to us. And many of the programs we're developing now are focusing on those areas. Obviously, technical education is also a cornerstone to what's happening in our state and nation. So one final thing that I'd like to say, and maybe this is the most important thing, and then I'll sit down. While you're here, please spend your money. We are. So you didn't think I was going to say that, did you? We are financed. We are funded. The community college system is funded based on tax revenues. The more you spend, the better we get. So we would certainly encourage you to do that. So on that note, it's my pleasure to turn the program back over to Dr. Young. Thank you, Dr. Young.
Spend a lot of money while you're here, and I'll just put in a plug since the Wyoming community colleges are funded by oil and gas revenues. Drive around a lot. Make as many trips around as you can, and bring that rental car back empty. Before I introduce a man who needs no introduction, could I just ask the other members of the ATEA board who are here in the room to stand up briefly so we can recognize you all. This is the team that from across the United States of America that's building this organization. And now I'm going to introduce my friend. I used to call him my mentor, but he asked me to stop doing that. For our annual Silver Star Award, please give a round of applause for James King, Chancellor of the Tennessee Technology Centers.
Even though I keep asking him to not do that, you notice that he slips it in somehow. So, yeah. It is truly a pleasure to be part of presenting this next award, the Silver Star of Excellence, because none of us in this room in career and technical education can survive without the industries that hire our individuals. And we hope that the industries can't survive without us, because we supply them, the employers. But before we give this award, we've got an organization that has been sponsoring the Silver Star of Excellence for many years. And it's headed up by Dr. Alan Powell. He's the co-founder and executive director of the National Technical Honor Society. And I'd like Alan to fill us in a bit about their role in the Silver Star of Excellence before I present this great award. Alan, come forward.
Good evening. Thank you, James. It's been our privilege for almost 10 years now to play a small role in recognizing the important and the significance of industry and business to the success of technical education and to the future of the students that we serve. It is a mission of the National Technical Honor Society to not only lift up and recognize high-achieving students in technical education, but also business and industry leaders in our communities that make technical education the great force it is in America today and the light that it shines for the future of our country. We ask you to join us. James, are you going to introduce the candidate? Very special corporation that's meant a lot to one of the Tennessee Technology Centers. And now, James, will you make that presentation? Thank you.
You know, it's an honor to recognize I call it a little small company up in East Tennessee that actually has its own zip code, is ALCOA. You know, ALCOA Corporation is a strong supporter of career and technical education. You know, since 2014, for the Tennessee College of Applied Technology in Knoxville, they've donated over $100,000 in equipment and supplies. They've developed apprenticeship programs at the school in pipe fitting and plumbing and rigging. Another $150,000 in grant support for dual enrollment in advanced manufacturing programs. And this past spring, that they supported the World Skills Team for Skills USA. Many of you that may not realize this, the World Skills Team is through the Skills USA, the selected World Skills Team. And the United States is one of the only countries in the world that does not support the World Skills Team. Business and industry in the United States sponsors the World Skills Team. And you have to give ALCOA a huge round of applause. They donated $250,000 to support the World Skills Team in Tennessee. And I have to give a shameless plug, Mike. And I'm surprised of the 19 individuals that went from the United States to the World Skills Team in Sao Paulo, Brazil, 5 of them were Tennessee College of Applied Technology students. So anyway. Anyway, but the total investment in career and technical education over the past 2 years has been over $2 million. So it's my honor to recognize ALCOA Company of America, Aluminum Company of America, for the Silver Star of Excellence Award. Mike, come forward. Mike is the Central Services Facilities Superintendent and has a huge supporter of what we do. All of us do. Mike, thank you.
Thank you very much. And thanks for having us down here. I'll tell you, Chancellor, I did get to go to the beach today, if you can see the red face. So we did get to enjoy the beach. We've been here before, but this is a great place. But I am here tonight on behalf of ALCOA, and also ALCOA is a large corporation, a global corporation, but also I'm here representing Tennessee Operations and the ALCOA Foundation. On behalf of those, I am proud and I am honored to accept the Silver Star of Excellence Award this year. So thank you very much for that. First of all, I want to thank the American Technical Education Association for this distinguished recognition. I also want to recognize the work they're doing in advance excellence in the technical education field across the U.S. So also thanks so much for that. Second, I also want to thank Tennessee College of Applied Technology, or TCAT as we call them, for nominating ALCOA for this award. We appreciate and truly value our strong partnership with TCAT Knoxville. And also, I want to recognize what the rest of the TCATs are doing across the state of Tennessee with that education. I see the theme of this year's conference is technical innovation to build tomorrow's workforce. I think that really says it all for ALCOA, because one of our themes is advancing each generation. So we keep moving generation to generation to generation at ALCOA. At ALCOA, we continue for innovative ways to develop tomorrow's workforce, working together with TCAT and seeing success in developing a stronger apprenticeship program, and also a curriculum more focused towards the skilled crafts we're needed in advanced manufacturing and heavy manufacturing. We're growing more and more opportunities, I think, across the regions of East Tennessee and also across the state. Initiatives like these are building a pipeline for skilled workers for the future jobs at ALCOA, and more important, for manufacturing across the state, the Southeast, and also the nation. We're excited about those successes, and we're especially excited about joining all of you in building tomorrow's workforce. So once again, I want to thank you for this award.
Step forward. Wait just a minute. All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Mike, I do want to share with this group, you are leading the way in the aluminum truck body for Ford Motor. I had the chance with the governor to tour the plant the day he made the announcement, and it was amazing to sit here and pick up a fender of a Ford truck that felt like it didn't weigh much more than a soft drink can. So,
Well, we got those too, the soft drink cans.
all right, thank you.
Just real quick, a couple of other folks that I want to acknowledge. Someone who's has also provided enormous leadership and support to this organization, the immediate past president of the ATEA, Rich Wagner from the Dunwoody College of Technology. He's around here somewhere, over there. There he is. Thanks, Rich. Chancellor Heinrich mentioned the folks on his team who did so much to make this happen. I met 3 of them last night by accident in the bar, and I was trying to meet some nice Southern ladies, and I met Cammie, Sharon, and Linda. And Linda's been after me ever since with, here's your script. You read what I told you. So, James, and to your great supporters from ALCOA, you know, every year we hear about the great innovations in Tennessee, and it's pretty clear that your industry supporters are a big part of that. And can I tell people where the conference is next year? Yes, please. Nashville, Tennessee. All right. So, and then finally, I just want to acknowledge our support for tonight's reception was provided by my own institution, the Northern Wyoming Community College District, by L&H Industrial, a company headquartered in northeastern Wyoming, a global company that serves the mining industry, probably ALCOA, in places around the world. And finally, is Mary Kay? Where are you, Mary Kay? Are you here from the folks from Everett, Washington? There she is. The Center of Excellence in Aerospace and Advanced Manufacturing. And I have no notes. Thank you very much, Mary Kay, for your support of this wonderful reception tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, continue to eat and drink and socialize, and we'll see you in the morning. Thank you.